Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Selena for the ones who don't know me, and today I'm gonna do a little Q&A about my experience in the UK. So I've been living in the UK for the past 6 months and I've been focusing on advising international students or prospective students to the University of Manchester of what it's like to study here, what it's like to live in the UK, and the big cultural differences and the student life. Everything's very different. I'm from Portugal and this video is going to be very interesting, hopefully. So first of all, this video is my first sponsored video. Like, what? It's crazy. Thank you so much. So you now must be wondering, who's sponsoring this video? And that's them. The sponsor of today's video is HiPDF. And HiPDF is an online website that allows you to convert Excel, PowerPoint, images, words, GIFs, so many things into PDFs or from PDFs into these things, which is really great. And today I'm going to show you how to convert a Word document into a PDF, and then I'm gonna compress it. And that's it. It's that easy, and it's really useful, especially as a student, to convert your PowerPoints into PDFs and to take notes, review the documents. For me, to sign documents is super useful when I'm working with brands. So even at work, this is such a useful tool. So my subscribers have 38% off in the service, which is really great, and the link is down in the description so you can access it. So try it, it's really great. I asked you on my Instagram, which I'm gonna leave my username here, probably here somewhere, and I asked you to ask me questions, and you guys actually did. What's the hardest thing about living abroad? Definitely feeling lonely. That's the hardest part. Not having any friends or family in the UK. Sometimes it gets very overwhelming, that feeling of like being literally alone in another country all by yourself. But you learn how to deal with that, and as you meet new people, as you make friends, it just gets easier. It definitely gets easier. So doing YouTube and studying law must be difficult, but in what ways have you found it to be helpful? Well, YouTube has been an amazing place for me, so it's been my way of expressing myself and giving the advice that I wanted to give to other people. So I moved to the UK before and it was such a hard experience for me. I didn't have any advice on how to deal with this, and I ended up dropping out of university and coming back to my country. And when I came back to the UK this year, I just learned how to do this experience and how to just move abroad and live abroad. So definitely I felt like YouTube really helped me to just cope with this. Do you miss home? How do you deal with that? I do miss home. I miss home so much. I miss that blue sky, the sun, and the weather, and the people, my family, my friends, the friendliness of people. I just miss it really much. But how do I cope with that? It's just focusing on why I'm here. Why am I in the UK? This is hard, but why am I doing that? So always focusing on the end goal and trying to enjoy it, because when I'm living in a moment and I'm seeing like opportunities that I have and going to events and meeting new people, I just feel so glad that I'm in the UK and I have this opportunity to meet these people, because it's really rewarding being here and it's definitely worth it. So yeah. What do you like the most about the UK? Tough question. No, I'm kidding. Well, not really, but it's such a forward thinking country. They're so open-minded, and I love that. I'm obsessed with that. The fact that people actually praise diversity and want to be inclusive, and I just found that like so good, and it's something that I don't have in Portugal. So definitely that, and the opportunities that I have here in the UK that I don't have in Portugal. Do you feel homesick often, and do you have any tips for dealing with homesickness? Yeah, I do feel homesick quite often. I feel like it's ups and downs, so some weeks it's just really hard for me, and other weeks I'm like, oh, I'm fine. And how I cope with it is by calling my family. At the beginning I thought calling them, it hurt because I just wanted to be with them and it wasn't helpful for me, but quickly I realized that although they're not here, calling them makes me feel closer to them. What has shocked / surprised you most about the UK? Good or bad? The weather. I know like everyone says like the weather is awful, but I mean they have a grey sky every single day. Like how do they live with a grey sky every day? Like, good thing that surprised me about the UK is the fact that businesses actually go to university looking for students. They want students since year one. They want you, they look for you, they talk to you. Like, why did you choose the University of Manchester? Because it felt right. It felt right since the beginning, and the support they have, the Stellify word, the UCL modules. I don't know if that's how you pronounce them, but basically they're these flexible modules that you have where you can learn about like life in space or introduction to law. What are your plans for the future? Do you stress about that a lot? So if you know me, I plan my life ahead like 5 years, which is kind of hard as an immigrant, like not to think about the future, because I need to have a job after I graduate because I don't want to get kicked out of this country. So I do plan a lot of my future. Why did you decide to live abroad? Why the UK? So I made a video about this actually, and my decision to come to UK wasn't like the brightest one. If you're curious about it, I'll leave the link above so you can check the video. What was your biggest fear about moving to another country? Definitely being lonely. Being alone in another country is so scary. I can only explain what I felt in my first time in UK as a constant long panic attack, like a panic attack that lasted for 3 weeks. It just never stopped. How was your first week abroad? All by yourself? So my first week abroad was Freshers Week, and you meet so many people, and it's just like parties and lots of alcohol, which I didn't enjoy. I'm not a party person, so I prefer to stay home. So I did find it a bit hard to meet people, but it was so fun at the same time. Like, Freshers Week was amazing. I wouldn't say that the first week abroad is the hardest one. What is the best way to make friends abroad? I don't know, please tell me. I'm joking. I'm actually not joking, but I kind of have an idea. So I want to make a video about this when I actually have the right answer, which I don't have right now. But I do feel like getting involved in events and in societies and volunteering, it helps so much. That's how I've met people and how I've met people that I actually connected with. You inspire people 100%. But how do you inspire yourself to keep working so hard in a place that's so different to home? Oh, that's a really good question. So if you've seen my room tour, I have all these like kind of posters in my room with sentences that inspire me, and I have photos of my family, and I have my goals written down, so I keep on reminding myself, why am I here? What am I doing here? Like, it's really important. And so one of the sayings that I have is, be the change you want to see. And I have, faith can move mountains, make it fun, and if you're your true authentic self, you have no competition. And the most important one is, the only way out is through. That one is just so powerful if you really think about it. I constantly find myself in a position where I'm like, okay, I'm not enjoying this, I want to get out of this situation, and I find a way to get out. But now I'm like, no, the only way out is through. You have to go through it. And some days I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do today, but I just have to get out of bed and do it. And I also have one that says, somewhere there is a past you overflowing with so much pride, looking at how far you've come. It's true. Like oh my god, I'm getting emotional. I do remember like so many times questioning if I was gonna get accepted in the UK, if I was able to move abroad, if I was able to do this. And especially after dropping out twice of university, I did question myself a lot, like, why can't I do this? Like, and I was really hard on myself, like, you cannot do that, you're not able to do that. And now being in the UK and knowing that I can do this, like, it means a lot to me. So what is the best and worst thing about living abroad? Best thing, the opportunities and the people that you meet. Like, it's so multicultural here, it's incredible. The worst thing, definitely living away from my friends and family. That's the worst thing. What's your best tip for people that want to study abroad? Well, if you're broke, take a gap year, because you're gonna need the money. Like, I do find it very hard to find a job in the UK. I know some people find it easy. For me, it's been hard. And definitely traveling a lot in your gap year, which is a bit hard. Like, you need to save money, but you also need to travel, so it's hard. But for me, I worked and traveled during my gap year, and that helped me get out of my comfort zone and get used to like a routine, like a serious routine, like working. Like, you're not sitting anymore, you're working. I saved money, and I also traveled, got to meet like new people and new places, and that was very important for me before studying abroad. How do you manage your finances? It's really hard. Every month I'm over my budget. My budget has been decreasing every single month because the pound has gone up and my money is going down. And I have more bills to pay because I have to pay my deposit for my house next year. So it's been really, really tough. I'm over my budget every single month. Thank you for supporting me and making this channel grow. Like, thank you so much for the 1K. I don't think I've said that in the video. So thank you so much. Follow me on Instagram because that's where I post all the time. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.